Please keep going, you're so close. You may not see it, you may not feel it, but you are standing on the threshold of your answered prayer. The world around you might look unchanged, the people in your life might still doubt, and your circumstances might still echo the same old story. But in the unseen realm, something magnificent is moving. Something divine is aligning. You are closer than you think. You see, most people give up not when they're far from their dreams, but when they're one breath away. They walk away from the garden just before the flower blooms. They stop believing just before the manifestation takes form. They let go when the invisible is about to become visible. Life always tests you at the edge of your miracle. That is the secret few understand. The test of faith doesn't come when things are impossible. It comes when they're about to be possible. It's when everything looks silent, motionless, and void that the unseen power is completing its work. Please keep going, because the delay is not denial. The silence is not rejection. The darkness is not your defeat. It's simply the universe rearranging itself to bring into form what your consciousness has already accepted as true. What you have imagined, believed, and felt as real in the quiet moments of your soul has already been created. The moment you felt it deeply, the moment you accepted it emotionally, it became yours. The only thing left to do is persist until your outer world reflects it. Do not measure your progress by appearances. The visible world is only the shadow of your inner state. You must hold fast to your unseen conviction even when the outer evidence mocks you. When your mind says it's over, whisper to yourself, it is done. When doubt rises, say quietly, I know whom I have believed. When the outer world says, it's impossible, your inner being must smile and say, all things are possible to the one who believes. There is a divine rhythm to creation, and if you stop now, you interrupt the process. Think of a seed. It does not sprout the moment it's buried. It must dwell in darkness. It must die to the old form before it breaks open to the new. The earth covers it, presses upon it, and in that unseen moment, something miraculous happens. It becomes what it was destined to be. You are that seed. You are not buried, you are planted. Do not let your senses deceive you. They are servants, not masters. The outer world will always lag behind your inner belief. If you want to know what your tomorrow looks like, look at what you are imagining today. Your imagination is the workshop of creation. It is the womb of reality. What you hold in feeling becomes flesh in form. So if you have been praying, believing, imagining, and still nothing seems to change, don't quit. The stillness before dawn is always the darkest. The silence before breakthrough always feels endless. But remember this, when you persist in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the universe has no choice but to obey. It bends itself to the vibration of your faith. It rearranges circumstances, people, and opportunities to make what you've accepted in consciousness become visible in time. Many give up because they confuse waiting with inaction. Waiting is not sitting idly, it is remaining in the state of fulfillment. It's continuing to act, speak, and think as if what you desire has already been received. It's walking through the valley with the confidence of someone who knows the mountaintop already belongs to them. It's facing the storm with quiet assurance that the sun still shines above the clouds. There are moments when you'll feel weary, when your heart feels like it's breaking under the weight of unfulfilled dreams. In those moments, speak gently to yourself. Remind yourself that your current state is not your final state. What you are experiencing is just the shadow of your old thoughts. Shadows have no power when the light of new belief shines upon them. You are not a victim of time. You are not waiting on destiny. Destiny is waiting on your unwavering belief. The universe mirrors your inner conviction. The world outside cannot resist the force of a mind that knows it already possesses what it seeks. Your task is not to fight the old, but to persist in the new. The more you dwell in the assumption of your desire, the faster the old dissolves. When fear whispers that nothing is working, close your eyes. Return to that sacred inner scene where it's already done. Feel the joy, the relief, the gratitude of having received it. Let that feeling flood your being until it drowns every doubt. That is the secret to perseverance. Not pushing harder, but feeling deeper. You don't chase your desire, you embody it. You don't strive for it, you rest in it. There will be days when the world tests your faith. People may mock your conviction. Circumstances may contradict your belief. But remember, truth is not determined by appearances. Appearances change, truth remains. What you know within is greater than what you see without. Reality is only the echo of your imagination. Please keep going. Every thought impregnated with feeling is a seed planted in the garden of eternity. Some seeds take longer to bloom, but none die if tended with faith. You might not see the roots growing, but beneath the surface, your desire is expanding, reaching, and drawing from the infinite intelligence all that it needs to appear. You are the creator of your reality. You are not at the mercy of conditions. You are the cause of them. Every emotion, every assumption, every inner image is shaping the next chapter of your life. The power that created galaxies resides within you, waiting for your command. Speak as though it's done. Feel as though it's real. Live as though you already have it, and soon you'll be standing in the very scene you once only imagined. So when you feel tired, when the night seems endless, when hope flickers faintly, pause, breathe, and remember you are so close. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. Every delay is refining you. Every obstacle is perfecting your vision. Every moment of doubt is an invitation to deepen your belief. The invisible is gestating. Your manifestation is ripening. Don't walk away now, you are inches from the door. One more prayer, one more visualization, one more moment of unwavering belief. Stay in the end, live in the feeling, and soon the unseen will become seen, the dream will become real, and the impossible will become your testimony. Please keep going. You're not waiting for the miracle, you are the miracle. The moment you refuse to give up is the moment everything begins to move in your favor. The door is about to open. The light is about to break. And when it does, you will look back and realize it was your persistence, your faith, your unseen conviction that brought heaven to earth through you. And I tell you, there's something sacred in the moments when you feel like giving up. Those moments are not your defeat, they are your initiation. They are the final threshold between the old and the new, between what has been and what is about to be. When your outer world begins to crumble, it's because your inner world is shifting. The structures that held the old story must fall apart before the new one can stand in its place. So if you find yourself surrounded by endings, rejoice, for it means a new beginning is already unfolding within you. Every challenge, every disappointment, every delay is not sent to break you, but to confirm the depth of your faith. You cannot manifest what you are not ready to hold. So the universe tests your consistency, your emotional endurance, your ability to remain loyal to the unseen reality, even when the seen world contradicts it. Can you still believe in the abundance while your bank account says otherwise? Can you still feel love when no one is affirming it? Can you still live as though it's done when everything screams that it isn't? That is the mastery of creation. To persist in the unseen until it becomes seen. You are the painter of your destiny. You hold the brush, and your imagination is the canvas. Each thought you think, each feeling you repeat, each assumption you maintain adds color, texture, and form to your masterpiece. If you stop now, the picture remains unfinished. But if you persist, if you keep believing, keep feeling, keep imagining, the image becomes clear, vibrant, undeniable. The world cannot resist the one who refuses to give up. Do you realize that the universe is listening to you every second? Not to your words, but to your vibration. It does not respond to what you say you want, it responds to what you feel you already have. So when you say, I am blessed, but deep within you feel lack, the universe hears lack. But when you say nothing and simply rest in the inner, knowing that all is well, that it is done, that you already possess the thing you desire, then the universe rushes to align with that feeling. That's why I tell you, keep going, not because effort changes the world, but because persistence changes your vibration. Each time you imagine the fulfillment of your desire and refuse to doubt, you lift yourself closer to the frequency of manifestation. It's not about force, it's about faith. It's not about time, it's about transformation. The longer you stay faithful to the end, the more reality must obey your conviction. You see, life is a mirror. It cannot reflect what you do not assume to be true. If you assume victory, you will see it. If you assume failure, you will live it. That's why the battle is never outside, it's always inside. The word around you is simply the echo of your inner conversation. If you want to change what you hear, you must change what you're saying to yourself. Speak differently within. Let your inner dialogue be filled with gratitude, fulfillment, and completion. Instead of asking, when will it happen? Begin saying, it has already happened. Instead of worrying about how, whisper to yourself, it's already mine. Instead of complaining about delay, feel the sweetness of arrival. That inner shift, repeated long enough, will turn the invisible into the visible. Every desire you have is a divine invitation. It's not a wish. It's a calling from your higher self to step into a new dimension of awareness. You wouldn't desire it if it weren't already yours in potential. Desire is the voice of destiny whispering, this too belongs to you. When you understand that, you stop chasing and start allowing. You stop begging and start receiving. You stop forcing and start flowing. That is the art of creation. To become one with the feeling of the wish fulfilled until you and your desire are no longer separate. When you close your eyes tonight, imagine the moment after your dream has come true. Feel the peace that settles in your chest. Feel the joy that hums quietly within you. Feel the gratitude that flows like a river. Rest in that state until it feels more real than the bed you lie in. That is the place of power, the moment where imagination becomes embodiment. You don't have to wait for evidence, the feeling is the evidence. The inner reality precedes the outer one. Please keep going, because the world you're dreaming of already exists in the unseen. The person you long to become is already alive within you, waiting for your consistent belief to call them forth. You are not trying to create something new, you are revealing what has always been. The dream you carry is your future self reaching back, asking you to bring it into visibility through your faith. When doubt arises, and it will, do not fight it. Observe it, smile at it, and return to your inner conviction. Doubt is just the ghost of your old identity, trying to pull you back to safety. But there's no safety in the past, there's only stagnation. True safety is found in the knowing that life supports those who trust the unseen. The unseen is not uncertain, it is infinite potential waiting for your permission to take form. The moment you say, I am ready, the universe responds, then so it shall be. But readiness is not a word, it is a feeling. You prepare yourself for the new by no longer identifying with the old. Let go of the identity that says, I'm trying. Let go of the self that says, maybe one day. Assume the feeling of the one who already has it now. Walk as they would walk. Think as they would think. Speak as they would speak. Because every act of assumption is a step into manifestation. You're so close, closer than your mind can comprehend. The old world is trembling because the new one is about to emerge. The tension you feel is not failure, it's labor. You are giving birth to a new reality. The pressure, the tears, the waiting, these are contractions of creation. The dream is crowning. Don't stop now. Don't silence your faith now. Don't walk away from the threshold now. The invisible door is about to swing open, and everything you imagined in secret will soon stand before you, clothed in flesh, breathing in time, radiant with the light of your own belief. There is a sacred stillness that comes before manifestation, a silence that almost feels like abandonment. But that silence is not the absence of movement. It is the whisper of completion. When the sculptor finishes his masterpiece, there is no noise, no announcement, no sign that anything has changed. Only the final stroke remains, and then suddenly, the stone reveals the statue that was always hidden within. So it is with your life. You cannot yet see what is forming beneath the surface, but it's already taking shape. The hand of creation is finishing its work quietly, perfectly, faithfully. Sometimes, your greatest proof that your manifestation is near is the increase in resistance. Everything seems to fall apart just before it falls into place. The old must collapse to make space for the new. The energy that once held your limitations is being dismantled. That's why people may leave, plans may shift, and unexpected changes may arise. Don't resist them, welcome them. Every ending is a doorway. Every loss is an adjustment. Every disruption is a divine reordering. What seems chaotic is actually order unfolding at a higher level. If only you could see the divine intelligence operating behind the scenes, you would never worry again. You would understand that what feels like delay is precision, that what looks like denial is alignment. The unseen realm is always working with exactness. The perfect opportunity, the right connection, the ideal moment. It's all being arranged according to the vibration of your belief. That is why you must hold your state. Your inner world is the command center of creation. The moment you waver, you delay. The moment you persist, you accelerate. You might say, but I believed for so long. Yet time has no power in the realm of consciousness. It does not matter how long it takes in the outer world, because creation is already finished in the inner world. You are not waiting for it to happen, You are waiting to realize it's already happened. The delay you experience is the time it takes for your physical senses to catch up to what your spirit already knows. The feeling of already done is the bridge that shortens that gap. Every time you revisit the end in imagination, you strengthen the reality of it. The more vivid your inner experience, the more magnetic your energy becomes. The outer world cannot resist the one who has become the embodiment of their desire. The law is simple: feel it real, and it becomes real. No begging, no pleading, no striving, just awareness and assumption. That's the divine simplicity of creation. So please keep going, even if you're walking through uncertainty. Every time you imagine the end and dwell there with feeling, you are rewriting your destiny. You are transforming the invisible currents of reality. You are not just dreaming, you are commanding. And though your senses may still see lack, the unseen is already overflowing with abundance. You are a divine creator clothed in human experience. The body you wear, the world you see, the people you meet, everything responds to the vibration of your inner speech. Watch what you tell yourself in secret, for that is the seed of your tomorrow. Are you speaking words of fear or faith? Are you assuming failure or fulfillment? Are you rehearsing loss or living in completion? Each assumption carries a world within it. Choose your world wisely. When you find yourself tired, close your eyes and revisit that sacred moment of fulfillment. See it again in your mind's eye, clearer, brighter, more alive than ever. Feel the texture of it. Smell the air of that reality. Hear the sounds that would surround you if it were true right now. And then surrender. Let the feeling saturate your being until your whole body vibrates with peace. That is creation. That is prayer. That is alignment. And even when the mind tries to reason, even when logic tells you to quit, remember logic belongs to the realm of effects, not causes. Faith operates in the realm of causes. Faith speaks from the finished end. The rational mind cannot comprehend it, but the spirit knows it instinctively. Faith sees what is invisible, touches what is intangible, and brings to life what once was only a thought. That is the power within you. So when you rise tomorrow and nothing seems to have changed, know that everything has. You have changed. Your vibration has shifted. Your inner conviction has deepened. And that shift within will soon translate into form without. Every great manifestation is born from persistence through contradiction. It's easy to believe when you see evidence, but the true creator believes until evidence must appear. Please keep going, because the moment you decide it's done, creation moves to confirm your word. The people, the opportunities, the resources, they will come not because you chase them, but because your assumption summoned them. What belongs to your vibration cannot escape you. What you are in consciousness, you will soon be in experience. The bridge of events will unfold naturally, gracefully, without struggle. Even the smallest step taken in faith carries more power than 1,000 steps taken in fear. Each day you persist, you deepen your alignment. Each moment you feel gratitude before receiving, you accelerate manifestation. Gratitude is the language of completion. It says to the universe, I already have it. That is why thankfulness opens doors that begging never will. When you thank before you see, you prove that you already believe. You are the dreamer dreaming the world into being. You are not trapped by the old story. You are the author who can rewrite it at will. The past holds no power except the meaning you continue to give it. Release it. Let it go. Step fully into the feeling of the new reality. See yourself there. Feel yourself there. Life from that place, not toward it. The world cannot help but conform to your assumption, for consciousness is the only reality. And when it feels hardest, when your faith trembles under the weight of waiting, smile gently to yourself and say, this too is part of it. Every emotion, every moment, every seeming setback is serving your awakening. You are not being delayed, you are being deepened. The universe is ensuring that when your manifestation arrives, you are ready to sustain it. It's not enough to receive, you must become the version of you who can remain there. So if the process feels heavy, it's only because you are expanding to hold more light. Keep moving inward. Keep believing in silence. Keep living in the feeling, because soon, so soon, the outer world will rise to meet your inner conviction, and you will stand in awe of the power that was always within you, waiting to be remembered. And the moment you begin to live in that awareness, something subtle yet profound happens. The world begins to soften around you. People respond differently. Circumstances start bending in your favor. The things that once resisted you now yield effortlessly. Not because the outer world changed first, but because you did. You raised your inner frequency to the level of what you have desired all along. The outer world is powerless to resist a consciousness that knows what it already is. The reflection must follow the image. The beauty of this truth is that you don't have to force anything. You don't have to strive or prove yourself worthy. The very act of believing, of assuming, of resting in the fulfilled state is enough. The more you rest in that awareness, the faster your reality takes shape. The more you let go of anxiety and control, the more naturally things align. Because creation doesn't respond to effort, it responds to identity. The question is never, how will it happen? But, who am I being? The moment you decide to be the one who already has, the law of correspondence begins its work. Every vibration you send out attracts to itself the exact pattern that matches it. So when you feel rich, opportunities for abundance appear. When you feel loved, hearts open. When you feel successful, doors that were closed begin to swing wide. It was never about asking, it was always about embodying. You are the mirror of divine imagination, and your life is the reflection of your assumptions. If you want to change the reflection, don't fight the mirror. Change your face. Change your state. You cannot fix a reflection by touching the glass, you must change the source. That's why all transformation begins within. Every external solution is only temporary until your internal awareness shifts. You've been trained to believe in struggle, in effort, in waiting. But the truth is that the moment you change your inner belief, the external conditions must yield. They have no power apart from the meaning you give them. The entire world is consciousness made visible. So when you persist in a new assumption long enough, reality itself must rearrange to match it. It cannot do otherwise. It is law. Think of those moments when you've imagined something so vividly that it felt real. Maybe it was a conversation you rehearsed or a memory you relived. In those moments, your body responded as if it were happening now. Your heart rate changed, your emotions stirred, your energy shifted. That is the same power that manifests your desires. The imagination doesn't just picture, it creates. The feeling of reality in imagination is the blueprint from which your outer world is built. So each time you close your eyes and dwell in the end, you are constructing the invisible architecture of your future. You are building unseen bridges between where you are and where you are destined to be. You may not see those bridges yet, but they are forming. Each thought, each emotion, each act of faith adds another piece. Keep building, keep feeling, keep assuming. For one day, that invisible bridge will become the solid ground beneath your feet. The mind will try to measure progress, to calculate results, to demand evidence. But faith doesn't work by measurement. The tree doesn't check how tall it's grown every morning. It simply absorbs the sunlight and trusts the process. The seed doesn't question whether the soil is doing its job. It simply reaches upward, knowing the light will meet it. In the same way, your job is not to monitor results. It's to remain in the state of fulfillment. There will come a point where the line between imagination and reality begins to blur. You will start to feel that what you've been holding in consciousness is already here, already yours. That's the moment creation is complete. The vibration of having merges with the vibration of being. And when that happens, manifestation becomes effortless. You'll find yourself at the right place at the right time, guided by intuition rather than logic, drawn by inspiration rather than pressure. And yet, so many stop just before that moment. They grow impatient when nothing seems to move. But the silence you perceive is not stagnation, it's synchronization. The universe is aligning infinite threads, adjusting timelines, positioning opportunities, so that when your desire appears, it arrives perfectly. Every apparent delay is precision in disguise. Every quiet day is part of divine timing. The question is, will you trust it long enough to see it unfold? You are so close. Every doubt that surfaces is the final echo of your old state dying away. When you feel resistance, it's not a sign to quit. It's a sign that transformation is taking place. You're breaking free from the mental chains that kept you bound to your old reality. It may feel uncomfortable because you are stepping into the unknown, but the unknown is where miracles dwell. That discomfort is the growing pain of expansion. Let the old stories dissolve. Let the self who doubted, who feared, who waited endlessly, let them fade. Each moment you choose belief over fear, you dissolve another layer of limitation. You become lighter, clearer, more aligned with the truth that has always been within you. that you are the creator of your experience. You are not a beggar before the universe. You are its co-architect. The power you seek is not outside you. It breathes through you as you right now. So when you rise in the morning, greet the day as though everything you've imagined is already true. Move through the world as the version of yourself who has already received. Let your tone, your walk, your words carry the quiet confidence of completion. That's not pretending, it's creating. That's how you bridge the unseen with the seen. Each act of faith is a declaration. It is done. And if doubt returns, smile at it. Thank it for reminding you of the distance you've traveled. Then return to your end scene and feel again. Let that feeling become your home. Because the more familiar you make the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the faster it solidifies into physical form. The unseen responds to emotional conviction, not mental repetition. One deep, genuine moment of feeling it real is worth more than 1,000 empty affirmations. You are awakening to the truth that nothing is missing. The life you dream of already exists in the higher plane of consciousness, waiting for you to occupy it. You are not creating from scratch, you are selecting from the infinite possibilities already present in the mind of creation. What you call a miracle is simply the moment when your inner choice becomes outer fact. The only question left is whether you will keep believing until the invisible becomes inevitable. So now, as you stand in this moment between what has been and what is about to be, let this truth settle deep into your spirit. You are not waiting for your breakthrough, you are birthing it. Every image you have held, every feeling you have nurtured, every silent moment you have persisted in faith has been shaping the unseen substance of your reality. Nothing has been wasted. Not a single tear, not a single prayer, not a single moment of hope in the darkness. You are standing closer to your miracle than you realize. What you have imagined is already complete. What you have believed is already done. The only thing left is for you to remain faithful to the end, to keep your mind in a state of fulfillment, to keep your heart anchored in gratitude, and to walk through each day as one who knows that destiny bows to consciousness. Do not quit now. Do not surrender your vision to appearances. Do not let the noise of the world silence the whisper of your soul. The moment you decide to keep going, everything begins to move in your favor. The universe cannot ignore the power of one who refuses to let go of their inner vision. Your faith is the command that shapes reality. Your persistence is the bridge between the unseen and the seen. So keep going, because the promise is already yours. The seed you planted in imagination is already in bloom, even if your eyes have not yet seen it. Keep walking, keep believing, keep feeling, for soon the world will bear witness to what you already know in spirit, that the power within you is greater than anything outside of you, and that nothing can stop the one who knows it is already done.